Welcome to the post show for episode number 44, Super Holiday Extravaganza Show.
Look crowded in here.
It is.
Oh, we found her in the hallway.
New intern?
It's a mystery.
Hi, welcome to the post show. Thank you guys for supporting us over at patreon.com/limitbreakradio. I hope you don't mind.
The enchiladas are real. They're really
Enchiladas.
They are not a lie.
They're very delicious.
And we really did give them to Garleans, too. And a bomb.
They may or may not be poisoned. That's why I'm
Wonder
eating
whatever happened to them after that bomb. We didn't.
Maybe we'll find out in 2016.
them.
Hopefully we won't.
And
ever
beyond.
again.
To be continued.
Dun dun. Blah. So welcome to the post show. This was a lot of fun. How do you guys?
This was the most unique of episodes. I know we say that about every episode we ever do.
But
this
this
is
is
get
no.
better
I
every
think
time.
I don't know if we describe it as unique every week, and that's the
Yeah,
right word
this-
for this.
this
was
is-
very
yes.
different.
This was a very different show.
The uniquest.
Yep. Yep. It was all just skits and shit.
Mostly, yeah. I mean, we had callers. We
Yeah.
we talked FF14 with callers, but we had songs. We had skits.
You talked at one point about wanting to do like at a convention, a variety show kind of thing, and I think at least me, I kind of had my doubts about that. This would allay a lot of those fears, though, where it's just like, oh no, we could probably
We
do
can make
something
shit
like
up pretty
that.
good.
We could do stuff.
And the thing is that if it fell apart, we just stayed with it, which was that's the best thing that you could do.
Right.
Yeah, embrace the chaos.
Mm-hmm.
We're pretty good at that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We've always
I mean,
been
we
good
were
at that.
finishing writing stuff right up till the moment the show started.
we sure were. We sure were.
Say the least of
Yeah.
it.
While you were driving in snow, you were writing for the show.
Yeah,
That's dedication.
about that.
He was.
Yeah.
That's why I
He
got
never
tickets.
drives.
Something like that. Whatever. Yeah, the snow.
Would you like me to drive the car with no brakes that's also leaking brake fluid?
No.
Okay, then shut your mouth.
Okay.
Does it matter that it's leaking brake fluid?
Just him driving is no.
I'm driving just fine.
Yeah, this has been definitely the inclement weather has been absolutely brutal this
I
December.
know, right?
Yeah, all 0
All
inches
40
of
degrees
snow.
of nothing.
Okay, well, to be fair, it's gonna rain ice tomorrow. So,
Yeah.
It's supposed to start at like 2
Supposedly.
a.m., isn't it?
2 p.m.
Oh, 2 p.m.
Half an hour after I get to work.
Oh, dude, that blows.
We're gonna, oh.
That
Don't
really
worry.
You're
sucks.
gonna
Don't
stop.
worry.
That
If
sucks.
there's ice, I won't need brakes.
Oh, you can just hop on your Vita and wait. No, you can't.
It's not gonna get me home.
No, but you could have
But you get
played
stuck
14, and yeah, you got stuck there.
Or the power goes out.
Well,
or-
plus I would also need a PS4, wouldn't I?
Right.
I'd settle for a Vita just to play
I
Star
forgot
Ocean
about
Second
that.
Story.
I forgot about that.
Did you know that that's on PSN?
Wait, what?
Star
I've never
Ocean
been able to
Second
get into
Story.
Star Ocean. My friends have tried.
Have you ever played Second Story though?
No.
Play it. I would rank it up there with Suikoden 2.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that.
Yup.
That's a big claim
Yup.
you're making right there.
Yup. Do it. It's probably like $5. Just do it.
I have so many other games I need to play,
Seriously, I've got a surplus. of
including working on this relic.
Yeah.
Just do it. You're already gonna be the Kallo of this relic and finish last.
Maybe, but how many thrown weapons do you have?
They're so boring though.
Who needs throwing weapons when you have a relic?
Thank you.
I've got like 7.
I have a point there. I mean, he's not wrong. All right. So, general feelings about the show, because I mean,
It was a lot of fun.
we
It was
did
great.
not. We didn't really have a plan. We had like a rough outline, sort of an idea of what we wanted to do.
We want to do
None
this,
of it was
this,
in
this,
any
and
order
this.
that we actually followed.
No,
And the order
it never
was-
is.
Yeah.
Never is.
But this was like completely not in order at all.
No.
Like,
We
Like
jumped
even
around
more
like crazy.
so.
yeah.
Well, we were like when we were thinking about doing the 12 days of LBR, I was like, oh, we didn't figure out how we're gonna get into this.
Yeah.
So we had to kind of like.
Legitimately, that was written for last year.
Yeah,
that
really
supposed to be
was.
for
It
last
was.
year.
We've had that sitting around for a year.
Yes, and so when it was like oh how do I pivot to this, because we had a thing written and then we had to kind of
It didn't make
It
sense.
make no sense in the
Yeah.
context. Yeah.
so we had to kind of rework it a little bit and it worked. I think
Yeah, we
made it.
put it together. We had to like determine that during the show, which
Yes.
completely threw me off because I can't hear anything. Because he was trying to talk to me through the headset. And
While we're all trying to talk.
I'm like,
You know, we figured out while we were out here, we're like, we can't do this intro, it won't make any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
So,
I don't know.
yeah, I thought it went very, very well.
Best show yet.
Yeah,
There were a lot of people at the end of that episode that were saying that was their favorite episode of the year.
Because it had everything in it.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Like-
No, it's because I'm here.
I mean, with the emails and some of the calls, we had actual game content that we talked about, like, legitimately.
Mhm.
We obviously had, like, fun skit stuff, right? There were some major feels at the end there that we ended on, which really drove all of that home. You know, these people have been having fun listening to us this whole time. And then we hit them real hard with, like, you know, the reason that they're here and the reason that we do it, and it really kind of brought it home for everybody.
I think it did too.
Even a little bit of salt thrown in after one of the emails.
Yeah. So
Those darn Garlands.
Garlian showed up. Nika's
Garlian
in
had
studio. We had
Garlians?
songs.
Yeah, yeah.
Good
Songs
calls.
from our
Drops were on
listeners.
point. It was really was kind of a best
He
of all
segued 2 calls
Segued 2
properly.
calls, yeah.
Round of applause.
I'm not thank you.
Golf clap.
Okay, you can do a little bit more. A little bit.
No,
No.
No.
that's it.
I'll give it to myself.
Oh man.
If there was one thing that this episode was missing, it was some type of horribly insensitive comment. Wait, no.
The caller that burned Eskalia was pretty.
That wasn't insensitive though. Wasn't there an abortion joke?
I
at some
hit an
point?
abortion
Didn't I?
joke.
Yeah,
Somebody made an
yeah.
abortion
Eskalia
joke.
did
I
hit
hit
an
an
Oh,
abortion.
I know. I don't try to steal it from me. I made the abortion metaphor with him.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Tried to take my
Yeah, cute.
insensitive comment.
I completely did not catch that at all, so I had no drop ready.
Yeah.
I still don't understand the connection to abortion, so I'm like, oh, maybe I can turn this into rape magician.
Still not a drop that we've used.
Not yet, but it's gonna be great. Just like corn dog techno.
I know.
See, now when I had the comment about just because there's goalies doesn't mean you can't score, rape magician.
No.
No, because
no.
there's a caller on the line.
Yeah,
They're
no,
really
there's-
awkward.
There's a specific context
It's-
that has to be used.
Mhm.
It's actually probably better if we're talking about a mage.
Yeah, a mage or a spellcaster.
A spellcaster, yeah.
I don't know. Short of us getting a news story about a magician who raped somebody, I don't know how we're gonna get use out of that one.
I'll find a way.
Yeah,
man.
well, it will. You
Maybe
know,
there will be a cutscene one day where like there's a little Lalafell and like there's an evil mage, right? And you see the mage's like smile turn up and then it fades to
What
black.
is the actual drop?
And we're talking
oh,
about.
I don't want to say it.
Okay.
Don't want to say
Can't
it.
do it.
We'll-
Can't do
we'll-
it.
can play
Admittedly,
it before you
I
do.
listened to our drop that's literally just AIDS and thought, well, we'll never get use out of that one, and it was one of the best ever.
That's
Breast
easy.
cancer, that was another good one you did, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
true. That's true.
You got some gems.
And I feel like the whole like cutscene thing, that would just be too easy. I wouldn't even want to do it after
Yeah.
that point.
Yeah.
Like,
So we want to talk highlights?
Well, I don't think
hey,
we're there
bro!
Oh, we're not there yet?
I don't think-
Yeah, we're not
I
there yet.
didn't realize that we had fucking structure to the green room video.
And I call the highlights, okay? And Aniero has to like
Try to end,
the show.
and then he reminds me that there are highlights.
Don't worry, Kallo, I made that mistake last week.
Yeah.
So,
Highlights?
no.
No, shut up.
Let's talk about the way that we ended the show today, because I think that that's going to stand out to a lot of people. Juxta, you decided to share a little
Get
bit.
real?
Yeah, on the stream.
It's hard to hug all the way around
Oh,
you.
I can't reach
Air
without getting
hugs.
food on me.
Here.
Oh god.
She's like, no,
This
kiss,
is a fail.
just kiss the hand. Just kiss the hand.
No,
Well,
pass.
for like when we first started like way into that, like my first thought was, well, I could just say my favorite part was when we made Nika cry, but I was like, no, and then somewhere between like Kallo talking and Aniero talking or Nika talking, like I started thinking about like my past and history, and like I was trying to think of like what was like my best moment.
Mm-hmm.
And I just like couldn't really pick a spot, and then I like kind of reflected on life itself. And then when Eskalia was talking, I started thinking like more and more, and then I actually started tearing up before I even started talking. So at that point, I was like, no, I'm already in
How did like once the hitching started, I would have stopped. I would have bailed.
yeah.
I would I have to give you a lot of credit for sticking with it, because I probably would have bailed and tried to compose myself.
Yeah.
It's
And you hung
extremely-
with it.
It's extremely hard once you start
Yeah.
to keep going and to stop, because I had the same thing on the donation stream that
Yep.
that happened to me.
Yep.
But it would obviously be easy to stop, but I always feel like if I stop now, like, I don't know, there's something about that that's just worse
If you
than,
don't follow
than,
through,
than
it's
following through with it. Yeah.
And I think the audience, like, seeing something out of Juxta they've probably never seen before.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
No, I don't
No,
think
I've
I have.
never broke down on the stream like that before. so-
That's one of the things that I've noticed going in, like being in the stream a lot recently, and discovering some of the things that I've discovered is people are seeing different sides to us, and I think people.
Well, that's always. I think that's always true if you have a show, and then you also do some sort of streaming along with it too.
Mhm.
I think that there's
I
always.
think there's a lot of people that maybe don't realize, or at least it doesn't really like pop into their head that we're just kind of characters, that they're personas. Like they probably realize that that makes sense, but it's just nothing they've ever really identified with until they see you break, and then they kind of start thinking of you not just as Eskalia or Nika or Aniero or Juxta or Kallo,
Right.
but like as a person, you know.
That's very true.
And it's actually something I kind of wanted to do for a while, like just lay on the table like how much like this actually means to me and stuff. And I was not planning on doing this during this show or whatever, but it was obviously like
It just
a
felt
really
right. It
cool
felt
thing.
right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
It was, and I have to commend you for that. That was very touching.
Stole the show from Aniero.
It hit me in the heart, man. It really did.
Everyone, like,
No, I was bawling. I was like, oh
everyone in
my
that room, like, I was like, take my glass. I was like, oh, this is too much. And
I had to take off my glasses so I couldn't see anything.
Yeah, everyone in the chat was just like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Taser was like punches Juxta. I'm not crying. You're crying.
Taser was great.
Yeah, I'll admit, I have put in a considerable amount of effort trying to make sure that when I'm behind a microphone that I don't feel feelings. That's part of my job. It's always been part of my job since I decided that this is what I was going to do at 16 years old. That's been a big challenge. Let me tell you guys a story. One of the first on-air train wrecks that I ever got in was on a show. It was the first show that I ever did. It was in high school. I was 16 years old. The guy that I was doing the show with was 2 grades above me. So I was a sophomore. He was a senior, right? And his name was Mitch. And there was one day when we did a show together called the B-Boy Breakdown. That was how awesome I was at 16 years old.
Like the Backstreet Boys.
No, like
What does the B stand for?
breaking, like a break dancer. B-Boy, that's what you call a break dancer, the B-Boy and B-Girl.
I have heard that.
Yes, that's part of the culture. Don't ask. Anyway, so
We should totally call our support characters in Record Keeper B-Boys.
anyway, so I'm doing this show with Mitch, and he comes in one day. He's trying out for varsity baseball, and he comes in late. I did the first third of the show alone, and he comes. He comes in visibly upset, still with all of his baseball gear on, and I'm like, dude, are you okay? Like, you gonna be all right? Yeah, I'm fine. It's all right, man. I just want to do the show. I'm like, all right, whatever. And it's like the first talk set, and we opened the mics, and it was like, hey, what's up, Mitch? How's it going, man? And he was just off into it. Like, you wouldn't believe. Like, he was exposing himself on a level, like he was crying. He was frustrated because he didn't make varsity, and he was super upset about it. Starts swearing on the air. Now, this is an over-the-air radio station. Like, you can't do that if you have a radio signal attached to your content. And so he's just, fuck this, and I can't fucking believe that I didn't make varsity. And I'm just sitting there stunned. I'm like, I don't know what to do.
You don't have a dump button, I assume.
Don't have a dump button.
Oh.
This was like so early on that he even ran the board most of the time. I didn't run the board, he ran it. And since he was late, I was running it. So I was like, okay, here's some Metallica. And I just went to Metallica, and because I didn't know what to do. He got hooked off the air for the rest of the day, and I had to finish the show alone. But it really drove home, like, look, you have to check your shit at the door. Before you open up that microphone, before you start that show, you have to take your personal shit, you gotta put it in a box, and you have to leave it over here so that you can do your thing and then come back to it later.
I know one of the things that I think makes Red Radio so great, and stories like this, at least between me and you, are always drawing parallels, is we are a lot of us have obviously huge similarities, and I know, over the years, me and you have matched up on quite a bit of stuff, but I think given our backgrounds of where we came from, you from radio, me from theater, that even though we have a lot of the same skills, what's behind them is 100% the opposite thing, because in acting, everything you do, every emotion you feel, you draw on from personal experience. So, we do have a saying, you wipe your feet at the door, so any, real life stress, whatever you leave outside, so it doesn't affect you, but still at the same time, like, you use those emotions to further your performance, and use those emotions to affect other people. So
yeah.
that's one of the things that, between me and you, that I've always,
compartmentalizing is, I think, a big part of my life.
Yeah.
That was really the thing that sort of drove that lesson home.
So how do you feel with recent developments like the Juxta thing, or like I've started to open up a lot more on stream, do some real talk with them, and kind of use that to help me with stuff. Like, do you see that changing for you at all, or have you thought about that?
Yeah, because I think I'm definitely a different guy on the stream than I am on the show.
Okay.
I can work up anger and frustration. It's very easy. That's a very easy emotion for me to tap.
Right, yeah, and a lot of times on the stream too, for entertainment's sake, you've been said before that you'll go off in one, like when you ripped me and Juxta a new one about Record Keeper and stuff like that.
Yeah, or when I was giving Juxta shit the other day about donations.
That's
and
still
stuff
kind of like the Aniero persona. Though.
Yes.
Have you ever thought about like opening up to them like as Nate?
That's really tough for me because even still having that, I feel like the microphone is a bit of a
Yeah, no, it definitely it goes against every fiber of your being. That
against every inclination that I have. Yeah. But at the same time, though, there was that, when we were telling stories for the bet, about relationships and our personal life, that was a lot of fun. And it's sort of one of those things where it's like, I've been preparing to do talk shows and stuff for a long time, so I'm not afraid to put my life out.
Oh, right, yeah. And obviously everyone loved that story.
And if I think it's funny, that helps. But it
was still,
I think
you were definitely still a Aniero then. Though.
Yeah, I think the closest that I've been to opening up has been, like the last episode we're talking about getting laid off, or before that talking about what Limit Break Radio sort of means to me in my life and in my career.
Right.
I think those are the points that I've been closest to opening up. But I'm not a person who cries easily.
Oh, right, yeah.
Even just in my private life, if I'm upset about something
Nika,
much.
are you tearing up?
No. I'm just thinking that's total opposite of me. I cry about everything. I see a sad commercial and I bawl. It's pretty bad.
Said, like, it's easy for me to get angry, she just goes, nope.
But yeah, it is. For me, it's a tough emotion to express. That's hard for me. That's hard for me to express with people. Like even my family, I can get really weird about.
That's actually, one of the things that I kind of told the stream, and one of the reasons that using the stream in this way surprises me so much is I don't talk to my family about anything. Like even my dad's death, I don't talk to anybody about that.
Sure.
I've only ever talked to I think 2 people about that, in the 5 years, and to be able to, even in talking to them, it's hard for me to put stuff into words, right? But obviously they're all still willing to listen and stuff. And it's just really surprised me that talking to 50 to 90 strangers about it when they're not even necessarily saying anything back would help so much.
It's terrifying to open yourself up on that level, but you do get to form like a deeper connection with the fan base when you do. But coming out was the absolute scariest moment of my life. But I came out to the stream before I came out to most of my family, and it was easier. Sure you did.
It was the pink shoes.
Oh,
I bought the pink shoes after I came out.
I don't know. I'm just making
Oh,
jokes.
okay.
Just
Anyway.
fucking with you.
Yeah, no. Coming out like that specific night is like would be up there in my all-time favorite memories.
Mhm.
Like it was an amazing night, an amazing experience because it is like you say, 50 to 90 strangers who just happen to be watching you play. It's easier to talk to them.
Come on.
Yeah,
50 to 90.
Well, on the
I was- it was
that's how
83
much we
people.
get on the stream when we stream regularly.
83 people watching FF11. I was in Dynamis Juno.
I just pictured in my head like the morning after you came out, like you walk up to the closet, you open up, and you're like, it's finally time. And he picks up the pink shoes.
Like I've had them waiting.
Oh man, yeah. I just opening up on that level is really difficult.
It
for me
is.
to do.
It absolutely is.
Just in general, like to people, not just to the stream, but just in general to people, even like therapists. You know, like I think anyone who actually heard the story that I told about my previous relationship with Lady Fane, I definitely that left me with some trust issues for sure. And so it,
That'll do
you know, like introverting when I get depressed or isolating when I'm upset about something, that's very typical for me. And so, you know, even if, you know, I'll be honest, the night that we lost the bet, I was pretty salty about it. But the fact of the matter is I didn't say anything in our host chat. I didn't say anything on Twitter, and you know, when I woke up the next morning, I was like, you know, we raised $4,300 to you know, to do some goofy shit. I think that we all win in this one.
Yep.
So you know, like, and that was the point of it to begin with. Like
Yeah.
that's how we had set it up to begin with. So you know, I was like, no, there's nothing to be salty about. This went perfectly. Like this was the definition of a
Yeah.
of
The only
a
The ideal
well-run
ending would have
promo.
been $2,500 to $2,499.
Oh yeah, if we
Yeah.
had gotten $5,000 out of it, that would have been amazing.
We made a
person
game
that I
out of
think
it.
legitimately has any right to be salty is Eskalia, because honestly, he's really getting the short end of the stick. Like, waxing your legs.
You.
I wanted to do it today so bad.
Yeah, but as you can see, we did not have the time for
No,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was a very packed show. So, Nika, I want to ask you, how did it feel being in studio? Was it different?
It was awesome. I mean, because I used to be in studio when we did the 11 show,
Yeah.
way back in the day for most of it until the end. I missed it.
Is it different?
It's
Like,
so much easier to know when
Oh, yeah.
to talk. First of all,
And being able to see her reactions is so rewarding.
no, I make the same faces and the same.
I know,
reactions
but actually
when I'm
being
by
able to
myself,
see
too.
you when you told me to fuck off at the end there made the night.
Oh, getting the shut the fuck up out of her
Oh, that's what it was.
at
Yeah,
the
shut
last
the fuck
minute.
up.
Oh,
Yes.
talk about the 11th hour.
yeah, that was clutch. That was clutch. But yeah, I mean, is it different than you remember? I mean, we did the show out at FanFest. So you know, that was I think the only other time that we've been.
Yeah, but that was different too.
That was
'cause
totally
we
different.
were like
That was a
off to the
different animal.
side, and there was like 10, 20 people standing around
Absolutely.
us, and we're just doing our thing. That was different because I actually interviewed people. That was weird. I don't usually ever do things like that, but I liked that too. So, but yeah, and I feel like being on Skype too is kind of, I don't think there's a real delay, but for some reason it comes like, especially when there's a caller on the line, I don't feel like I'm always able to hear them at the same sync. So sometimes I'll like start talking and they start talking and then I was like, oh, she's talking over the caller, or everyone's talking over the caller, and I'm like, I feel like there's some kind of something
There
going
is a
on.
delay.
There is a little bit of a delay.
It's like I don't know, a fifth of a second, but it's noticeable.
Yeah, and that's intrinsic on Skype because
Yeah.
it does this
I
weird
figured.
phasing thing where it like tries to adjust volumes even though you tell it not to,
Yeah.
and yeah, that can
Yeah,
get.
so it helps when I can like see the computers and see what's going on and kind of feel what everyone's doing. And I wish I could do this more often. So
We're masters apparently.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That was a good comment. So
Should we talk about that?
well, this is your first green room show. What do you think?
well, I did one or two on an iPad before.
Yeah, you did. Okay.
No, but this is cool. I mean, I miss you guys. I miss being around here, and I mean, I love where I live, and I love the life that I have out there. But I mean, there's something special about home, and there's something special about returning to.
You should think
to
about
friends.
moving back here and taking these daggers out of our backs.
That's why I got you the rag.
Oh no! I mean, I don't know. It's.
It was fun
there's
having you in
there's something-
studio.
Yeah, there's something special about always having those friends that you know. Well, I mean, we've been friends for a long time now. Just knowing that, like, I'll be gone for a year and I come back and like this is still what we have and it's pretty awesome.
Absolutely, it's like you don't miss a beat.
Mm-hmm.
It is pretty fantastic.
She's thinking about crying, guys.
I'm not. Don't make me cry.
She's not thinking about it, she's just gonna do it.
You kind of hit the nail on the head. Like really, you come back after a year and it really doesn't feel like you missed a beat. You just slid right in with the rest of us and we did our thing.
Yeah, I mean, but it helps that we're weekly now too. Which
Yeah, it really
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
I really do, like, I've been thinking about that more and more, and I really do think that part of the reason LBR is so strong is because we're doing it week after week.
As much as I've been streaming, first of all, I wanted to point this out to you too, because when first of all, you literally have no fucking clue. Like when I say sniped the stream from me, fucking seconds, dude.
Oh yeah.
Wait, hang on. Hey, let's try to give
sorry,
some
okay.
context. Give some
Okay,
context.
alright, so the bet. This is in regards to
Right.
the bet. I had streamed the day before Christmas Eve, had a great stream,
Right.
somehow raised $800.
Yep.
I don't even know how the fuck that happened.
I woke up in the morning, jaw dropped.
Yeah, because we were down like 160,
Right.
and then we ended up being up like 500,
Mhm.
right? And I'm like, I'm gonna be here tomorrow for Christmas Eve. Wasn't even planning on like fundraising hardcore. I just didn't want to go to my family shit, right? So I'm like, I'm gonna fucking stream, right? So I woke up a little later than I wanted to, went out and did my Christmas shopping and stuff. We picked up lunch, came back, was sitting there eating my lunch, kind of casually getting stuff up and running, right?
Mm-hmm.
Brought up OBS, Twitch alerts, all that stuff. Went to the Twitch page.
Because like that is sort of that. I don't know if anyone else has this sort of like tradition of like when they're getting ready to stream.
Yeah.
What I do, I'll bring up all kind of the all of the browsers
Yep.
and stuff
Yeah,
in OBS,
I mean-
and then I'll sit there and I'll look at it,
Yeah.
and I'll just go.
Am I ready for this?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, obviously you're gonna
It's-
sit there for
yeah, it's like
15
gut-
minutes
it's
to
like
a
gut
half an
check.
hour.
Yeah, it's
right.
like you come out to the living room,
And
smoke
see,
some weed.
What I used to do is I'd forget to change the title before hitting.
Oh, I do that all the
Oh, God.
time.
So then,
Oh
so
my
then
god.
it sends out a different title. So I always make sure to change the title. So
Yeah.
I go there and it says Eskalia plays FF, and the day before when I had changed it, you were playing FF11.
Right.
So in my head, I just read plays FF11, and I thought, well, that's weird. He hasn't streamed since then. I just thought it was some weird Twitch thing, right? So I changed it, Kallo's Christmas Eve special. And I go over and I hit start streaming. It boots up, and it gives me this thing about the stream key. And I'm like, what the fuck? It says offline. I'm looking at it. So I hit refresh, and there's Eskalia Ryumasa, this stupid little screen. And I'm like, you motherfucker. Like, Juxta heard me in the other room. Like, seriously, I was so livid. I'm like, are you fucking with me right now?
Alright.
So I say in the Twitch, or in the LBR chat, I'm like, alright, you sniped it from me, la la la. When are you gonna, like, when are you done, right? And that's when I noticed his little stretch goals. Did this much, I'll make it a 12-hour stream, a 24-hour stream. And that's when I realized, oh, he's going for the win, is he?
I was gonna go for
He's going for the fucking win. We've lit a fire under his ass, huh? So someone in the chat was like, oh, get on Final Encounter Cast.
Oh.
Goddamn right I'm getting on fucking Final Encounter Cast. 400 follows on Final Encounter Cast. Almost 5,000 on Limit Break Radio, right? I boot up FEC, I have like 5-6 viewers. He's already up to 40, right? I'm actually feeling a little bit discouraged. I'm like, no, you know what? Fuck this. This is happening. Obviously, we won, and at the end of it, I was up to 50 viewers, he was down to under 20. I'm like, yeah, fuck that. Take that, you bitch.
Yeah, so my morning, I woke up and saw that we were way down, and I'm
In
like,
fact, Ryuichi sent you a message.
He sent me a message at 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah,
on
he
Facebook,
sent
let
me the
know that I was
same
up.
fucking
He
message.
said- and then I got a tweet from someone else saying, oh, you guys are way down, you're gonna lose. I'm like, oh, fuck me. Alright. So I get up, I shower, go do my shit that I've got to do for the day, and I get home, and I'm setting up all my, bringing up all my windows and stuff.
We're doing this at the same fucking time. We must have been.
I'm before you at this point. Because right before I'm about to start streaming, I'm like, shit, I just set all these stretch goals. Like, I had to make all my stretch goals and put them on there. I'm like, alright, if we hit the goal, I'll do like a 24-hour stream. Whoever donates the most can pick the game that I do. So I set up all my goals, and I'm like, fuck, I don't have nearly enough Red Bull to make enough Jaeger bombs for this shit. I'm like, I have like one tiny can left. I'm like, fuck. So I had to get up and go to the store to pick up more Red Bull.
Wow.
I got back to the Red Bull and set it down, start streaming, and then your message came up.
Wow.
That's how close it actually
Oh,
was.
yeah, you can't even be mad about that no more. You can't. That's sorry, dude. There's
It
no.
doesn't matter,
That's
because-
happenstance.
No,
That's
it doesn't
pure
matter.
happenstance.
The fact that we won under these circumstances,
God.
like you guys got a few donations,
We
but
did.
man, Camp Juxta was
Right.
just rolling.
Right
in.
away. And it was Thor Carson. It was Thor Carson.
was.
To be fair, who was 90% of it. But like
that-
I think 90% of your total donations.
Him
Overall.
and Jinx.
him and Jinx, yeah.
Jinx. Like,
Those
people
are
were
some-
sitting there in the chat, like, when we need 120, like, where the fuck is Jinx at right now?
we had
Dude.
we had Sakura-chan
Sakura-chan was our biggest one.
was huge for
Was
us.
far and away our biggest. But man, I was sitting there like those first few donations came in, and like people were multi-twitching, so I'm getting his donations over my thing, and it was just a kick in the balls.
Oh yeah.
I really wish I could have had.
Oh,
I need to go back and watch that.
You
That's
can go
what
back
I
and
need
watch
to
and
do.
see what happened there.
I really let me just say this for any negativity that I had about the way that it ended, the fact that it ended with a head-to-head face-off
Right,
between the two
yes.
streams.
The best part was it wasn't even Aniero and Juxta. It was like the two
was-
side guys that were doing it.
I can't even be mad, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I actually hated how composed that you were when I called you. Because as soon as we won, Juxta comes running in. He has this huge smile on his face, and I'm like, and I start ringing him.
Yeah, so tell me, I don't have him on Skype, so my phone starts ringing it.
Oh, because he doesn't pick up
I
at
didn't pick up because it was
first.
my phone going. I had turned off Skype so I wouldn't get the updates and the messages on that. So I had to actually load Skype on my computer to answer you.
Yup, so he finally answers. I'm like, what's up, buddy? And he just kept a straight face. He was very humble about it. Kind of sucked, but
No, I was like, sure. I'm like, well, it's over, and it sucks, and it's going to suck more when I get my legs waxed. But you guys earned it,
Yeah.
and you guys did earn it.
it did.
Like,
All right.
I don't think me or Aniero will take that from you.
Crazy
You
shit.
earned it.
Yeah, you earned it. All right. So, now, while this is a really great discussion, I do want to sort of put a pin in this and set this
Yeah.
aside for the
Yeah.
next
Yeah.
show.
That's
to
definitely
have this on
something
the
we
show.
need to have, yeah.
We absolutely need to have the same conversation on the show. So I don't want to get too deep into the bet, but
Yeah.
I do want to send a huge thank you to everyone who participated in the bet, who gave to Camp Aniero or Camp Juxta. It all, like, the thing is, and you guys knew this too, and this was the best part about the thing, it all goes to the same place. It all goes to help support Limit Break Radio. It doesn't go to anyone's pocket. It, you know.
let me ask you guys this, because bet went on for, I think, from start to finish, 34 days.
34 days. yeah.
Right?
That's it?
That's it.
A month.
34 days
Yep.
to get to 2,500.
Here's the biggest thing.
It's
Now,
nuts.
I don't know about you guys.
I totally expected twice to 3 times the amount.
When we made the bet, I was thinking 3 months.
3 months.
That was my thought.
Yeah.
2016.
Yeah.
This is my biggest thing, though, and correct me if I'm wrong, but never at any point, any stream, any episode, did I ever see anyone accuse us of cash grabbing.
No.
Mm-mm.
Never saw it.
And this was like the most blatant of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it just shows that, like,
What happens when you properly incentivize your content?
you got it. Yeah, no, but we had come up with just so you guys know, we had actually come up with this fundraiser about
Like 5 or 6 months prior to
Over
actually
the summer.
doing it.
It was over the summer.
It wasn't just a
Yeah.
random idea. during
Yeah,
the
no,
show.
We've been setting this up for a long time.
we did. And in fact, you know, there were other events that would happen chronologically, and we'd be
Like talking about the tattoo in the first place.
Yeah,
Like,
like-
that was shows and shows.
I didn't want to
Yes.
bring up, it was when Aniero stormed out on the Verminion conversation
Yeah.
that Juxta originally mentioned the tattoo.
and that was a setup.
You know, yeah.
That was
But
a
it
setup.
actually went back a little further than that because he planted tiny little seeds in various streams talking
that
about it.
that as well. So, you know, this was like really all of this except I think the individual stunts that you guys were doing.
Oh
upstream and
yeah,
stuff like
when
that.
we
That
were
was all
driving
really
home
planned.
that one night, like we had whole different plans
Yeah.
that all went out the window. Like,
Yeah.
like what's under the beard?
Gone.
That went
Yeah.
nowhere.
Gone.
We're gonna
Yeah.
make propaganda posters and stuff.
Yeah.
That's not what people wanted. People wanted nut kicks and drinking a bunch of shit.
Yeah. It's
Fuck you
true.
I
guys.
want to see you suffer.
Yeah.
When I came up with the pie eating contest, they're like, well, what kind of pie would you eat? I'm like, well, anything. I started laying off a bunch of shit, and I'm like,
Muff pie.
and I'm like, but I hate pumpkin. And then like 17 people like pumpkin, 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 pumpkin. I'm like, of course.
You shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, yeah.
As soon as it came out of my mouth, I'm just like,
Shouldn't have said that.
yeah,
Wait, how do
Don't.
you hate pumpkin
I
pie?
fucking hate pumpkin pie. It's a squash. It doesn't belong in a fucking pie.
It's so delicious. It's so slimy.
But you don't even actually taste the pumpkin. You taste mostly the cinnamon.
I don't care.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll take my
Yeah.
chocolate cream pie.
I don't eat pie.
By the way, whipped cream up your nose burns.
Most things up your nose will burn.
Did you snort whipped cream?
No, when I like when he came in, did you watch the pie eating
I
thing?
didn't.
So I'm doing it. It's like
You guys have to highlight all this shit
Yeah,
because I don't know
we
where
tried
it
to do
is.
that, but it's gut wrenching. And then the bit we worked out was he walks in, he goes, "Ooh, pie!" and just kneels down, doesn't use his hand, and just starts eating the pie. And I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing?" "We're having pie, bro." So I'm like, "All right, that's yours now then." And then I pull out the chocolate cream pie and just like face plant into it and start eating it.
That's good. That's good. That's clever. I honestly, it worked really well. I think the audience really liked all the stuff, and we are going to make good on all of the bet stuff, the gags. That's all going to come out.
All the scarves and
have
cookies
to
that have to be
go.
sent
Yep,
out.
scarves and cookies have to go out. I'm making 2 character drawings as well as a family caricature portrait. Thor.
So,
He sent me a tell. He's like, for $120, you draw my character, you get Fairbear to make me a scarf, and you do a character of my family, and I'll donate. And I'm like, I'm not good with the characters. He's like, deal or no deal. I'm like, all right, I'll find a way to make it work.
Yeah, Thor pimping you out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really is.
Yeah.
Dude, I was hearing like the worst of that was hearing his messages to you.
Oh
when-
my God, the
that
sex
last day.
robots?
Yeah.
Oh, that was so good.
That was so just like
Oh, the sex robots.
I just had to resign myself
This
to it.
this got really fun, and as much as we would have loved to keep doing it, and it just you gotta put an end cap.
It's gotta end.
It has to
Well,
end. We
it has
can't
to.
just keep taking your money, although we will.
Yeah.
Don't
worry.
stop giving us.
We will
I
take your
think
money.
I
sir.
mentioned to either Juxta or Kallo on that last stream. I think we're all probably looking forward to just streaming without that over our head.
Yeah.
I think to an extent we're looking forward to just kind of doing a regular stream.
Yeah, and I do think that this set at least a few of us in a much more regular pattern of stream.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, and I think it also set a bigger precedent. Like one of the things I've been telling people is just because the bet's over, treat PayPal like a tip jar.
Yeah.
If you like what we're doing, toss it in there. And people have been, and I'm like,
Yeah.
even going forward, hell, just because we're not doing the bet doesn't mean you can't pay us to do stunts.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you come up with an idea and
Dumb
want to
shit.
pay us to do it, fucking lay it out there. We'll negotiate the terms. Obviously, it entertains, and that's
Yeah.
what we're here to do.
Yeah. All right. Well, we've been talking for almost as long as that episode was. So, thank you guys so much for your support at Patreon.
Oh, highlights.
Right. Highlights.
Who's
Obviously,
tanking?
Who's
Who's
tanking?
tanking?
Yeah.
Juxta.
Breaking down.
Juxta.
I'm taking. Oh,
You crying.
yeah.
We're gonna.
Let's do all of us kind of going in the.
This
you
whole
know.
in the
episode
memory.
is just highlights.
It really is.
I feel like
You're
this
not
episode
wrong.
kind of shows the little bits of the best of what we do.
LB Armis.
I think maybe the third one, the 12 Days of Elk.
I think that one was really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
12 days,
Song
the
of it.
feels, and who's tanking.
And even then, I feel like we're leaving out like 6 highlights.
We are.
Yeah.
I really like you trying to do the song and being like, no, it doesn't work, and then Nika fucking nailed
Oh,
it.
Yeah.
Nika clobbers it. Yeah, that was
That was
so
fun.
good.
That was fun. Yeah.
To be fair, you did have a little bit of mush mouth today. I'll give you that.
I did.
Valkyria had a great song.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We only ever get songs from Valkyria and Lila.
Wasn't there was one other person? Wasn't there? Or
Carletta.
And then Carletta did one.
Yeah, Carletta. Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right, well, this initiates a moratorium on songs. I don't think we need any more songs for a while.
Well, and they were all Christmas songs too, which kind of it's the season.
I like songs.
Yeah.
Wait, we have got another song before. Are you guys forgetting already? The Fresh Prince of
Yeah.
Break Radio.
I did forget about that. That was amazing.
Well, that was
Winner
for
of our
the
contest.
contest.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Yeah, that one was really good. Yeah.
Speaking of contests, we haven't done one in forever.
We should do a contest. We
We
should
have-
do a get back.
Oh gosh, Saskio sent us a game
Yeah.
that we can give away.
We got a message in the Facebook chat. Someone who purchased the Humble Bundle didn't want any of that shit. They sent us all the codes.
Oh wow.
Oh, we can.
Yeah.
That's
So
neat.
we have codes for Soul Suspect and
Everything
Final
from
Fantasy
14,
14.
yeah.
Just the base games.
Yeah, we should definitely give away the 14.
Okay.
Yep. And we've got other stuff to give away too. I mean, we've got a couple of those kooky prizes still hanging around. We've got some of those CDs to give away. The Distant Worlds and a New World CDs. So one of those is signed by Arnie Roth and Susan Calloway.
What?
and the
Friend of
composer
ours.
to Final Fantasy
A
XII.
friend of ours was in Distant Worlds in Chicago. Got to meet the guitarist who did Vama El Flamenco, some other dude whose name I recognize but I can't recall, and Susan. And
No
apparently Susan drew a selfie for him.
Wow.
I don't know what that means because I have a picture of it, but
That's real cool.
I really want to meet her. She sounds super cool.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's gonna do it. We've got our highlights. Any final thoughts here?
Nika should move back to Michigan.
Yeah.
Makes the show a lot easier to
It
do.
does.
Does.
Yeah.
So when's that
Let's just
gonna
guilt
happen?
trip her a lot.
Yeah.
It's not.
I mean, obviously.
Then we don't have Stern in the
What are you
background
for?
hating us.
Yeah, he could be here hating us.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, you have your job, obviously.
Yeah.
You could technically or theoretically teach anywhere.
We do have kids here.
I
who love it.
mean,
He's
as
going to
much as I
school,
miss
right?
being here, I'm sorry, but Michigan is running down very. I mean, it's.
You're
this-
not
I mean,
wrong.
just being here and thinking about like
Just-
just driving down the street, I get depressed. And like I have two of my cousins are teachers around Flint.
Okay.
And
Okay.
they tell me how terribly depressing. Like
And
my
you know
elementary school has closed down.
Yeah,
Now.
well, Flint's lost 70% of its population and it's poisoning the rest, okay? Like, that's the
How-
most depressing place on
How
earth.
is Lifetime ever gonna make a movie about you as a teacher if you don't come back to a depressing shithole and turn it around?
I don't think
You
I
could
don't
be the
think-
Aaron Brockovich of Flint's public school system,
One lady is turning everything around in this school district.
or you will
This
die
year.
of
wish,
lead
no.
poisoning. one of the two.
I'm doing very well for myself where I am, and
You
sadly-
could just move to Ohio, the very tip of Ohio,
And
and
then
drive.
Yeah,
drive to
you're not
Michigan.
in Michigan then.
In like
Yeah,
a year, we
see?
might have a full-time job on LVR for you.
We'll even pay you $5.
Well, not dollars.
no,
Just
just
five more
five.
than I make.
Yeah.
Five. Just five.
Back, here's your payment for the day. Yeah. Don't spend it all in one place.
All right. That's going to do it for the Green Room episode, for episode number 44. Thank you guys so much for all of your generous gifts on Patreon. I did see that we got another Patreon member
did.
as the
$10.
show was rolling today. We want to thank you so much. And yeah, leave us some comments. Did you like the show today? Did you, what was your favorite part? What do you think this was going to be the highlight? So,
If you didn't like today's show, you're probably not going to like it anyone shows.
They have everything it in.
We had a
Really
steady
did.
yep. So thank you guys so much, and we'll be back next week with Limit Break Radio in 2016. Thank you guys so much, and limitbreakradio.com.